ocean need fish. Let you live whether or not you believe that I exist. The God see the Satanists could just flood the earth and erase you, bitch, but still I let the sun shine on them. Most beneficent, most merciful. I rhyme on them. Half these rappers you claim dope came out of my scrotum. Elohim, the hawk, the ark is my totem. Pole is swollen when the wreck, so the holes blow them. Miles Morales, arachnophobia. Killing the culture with whack rap euphoria. They make you popular if you glamorize drug addiction. Reject the word of God for diamonds on a crucifixion. You should listen to your instincts, be scared of me. Shoot off your kneecap out your coffin, that's a legacy. Real versus replica, gospel versus secular. I'm the alien mixed with predator.
These suckers try to act like they don't hear it, but they know they couldn't see me but the lyrics. That's the fear of God. When these other rappers hit me on the track, hit the studio, they gotta change their craft. That's the fear of God. When these phonies get to making up these lists, don't acknowledge me as if I don't exist. That's the fear of God. That's probably why they say I'm underrated. Yeah. I'm nicer than these niggas. That's the fear of God.
Stay 10 toes, they rather a nigga tiptoe. Impact to cause earthquake and break windows. Cowards act like they ready to let a clip go. Till I outshine them, me riding like it's Calypso. Go tell them suckers to line up, I fuck your mind. I remember once upon a time I was grinding, slinging all kind of shit. Now they gotta pay me to school them, it's not a scholarship. The clout you talking about don't amount to shit if you counterfeit. Potent is coke from Bolivia, show me who get busier. Don't be slow with your quotables, on the fucking city up. They see me shining, so I know they wanna hit me up. Smoke them like a blizzy, don't make me open the shizzy up. Rappers is panicking, I slap him with the cannon. I come back to where you standing, I'm cracking your jack-o'-lantern. You niggas better quit rapping, go back to scamming, cause your fucking nightmare's back, ransacking the planet, motherfucker.
These suckers try to act like they don't hear it, but they know they couldn't see me but the lyrics.
That's the fear of God.
When these other rappers hit me on the track, hit the studio, they gotta change their craft.
That's the fear of God.
When these phonies get to making up these lists, don't acknowledge me as if I don't exist.
That's the fear of God.
That's probably why they say I'm underrated, cause I'm nicer than these niggas and they hate it.
That's the fear of God.
Yeah, boy, it's your host with the ghost, Bounce Ball Boogie Woogie, back in here for episode 22. Deuce. Yo, I'm ready for that. Pew, pew. Yeah, man, let me tell you, this last week has been such a crazy week. If you didn't catch, last week we talked to Will Gates, and ever since we talked to Will Gates, I can say that all hell's broke loose. He has opened the gates. The full flood has opened. We are straight moving with full force. So, the hotline is open. We got motherfucking John Jiggs in here tonight. And hold on, before I bring him to the stage, I want to let you know this real quick, is that the hotline number is scrolling down below. If you got questions, you got comments, concerns, anything you want to bring up to the stage, whether it be from me or John Jiggs, don't hesitate. Don't be scared. Go ahead and dial that number. We're right here. We'll get you on the air with us. But make sure you go to underground-nation.com and patreon.com/UGN Mag. For only $10, that's right, a whopping $10, you can get yourself a physical and digital copy of Underground Nation magazine. If you're an artist or know an artist, or maybe you're an entrepreneur with a small business looking to get involved with an awesome podcast that has worldwide connects with Underground Nation magazine, you're at the right place, motherfucker. UGNpodcast@gmail.com. If you're hearing me, seeing me, feeling me, share this one time in all your favorite groups. And like I said, submit to UGNpodcast@gmail.com. We are live on Roku, Amazon Fire, Android, Apple TV, brought to you by B303 TV. With that being said, let me give it up, woo, to the motherfucking East Coast monster, eating these suckers up like shrimp and lobster, John Jiggs.
Yeah, what up?
My man, how you living, bro?
How you, bro? Wait, do I need to go horizontal here? Hold on.
Okay, go ahead, flip that thing. Whoop.
Let me see here. Let me get.
Go ahead. Fix that camera. Get all shiny and bright for us.
Oh,
Oh, dang, I don't think anyone's been that close to a middle finger. I feel sorry for the last sucker that did.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, me too.
Yeah, we good now.
Right on, right on. John, I appreciate you taking the time, man. You and I have been friends for quite some time since last time I interviewed you, maybe 2-3 years ago now. It's been a hot minute. I know that.
Yeah, nah, definitely, man. We both been busy, man, working, doing our thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
Nah,
absolutely. But I've been watching you, and for all my friends and colleagues here and fans out there that may be watching or listening, please let them know who John Jiggs is.
of course, man. My name is John Jiggs. You know what I mean? I'm a MC, you know what I'm saying? That's first, you know what I mean, first and foremost. You know what I mean? Came up in the underground scene, representing Long Island, New York, you know what I mean? And been, doing my thing for a while now, man. And I've been able to work with a lot of legends, Granddaddy IU, PMD, Keith Murray, a lot of the Long Island legends, which, like my lineage or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it's been an incredible ride, this whole career, man, this whole hip hop journey that I've been going on. You know what I mean? It really does.
Oh, oh man! Did you see it? I saw his middle finger do a little whoop whoop. Then he went bye bye. Don't know what happened there. I told you I called out his middle finger earlier. As I saw, it was all jumpy. It was all jumpy. It was like ready to be used. It was like, come on, put me in the air, motherfucker. Put me in the air. And I was like, whoa, shit. Hopefully I don't land up in my face. But I feel sorry for the last motherfucker's face that it did end up in. Well, until we get John Jiggs back here on the motherfucking show, what up with you, though? What's been going on this week? Drop in the comments. I can throw you comments here on the screen. If I can't see your comments, it's because you're on my personal page, one of my personal friends. Much love to you. But go over to Underground Nation Magazine or my personal page of Bounceball Boogie, BOOGIE. You could comment there, and your comments will appear. Or you just call the hotline number. That's what we got a hotline number for, just in case when shit like this happens. Hold on, let's try this again. John Jiggs, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Sorry about that, brother.
I saw your middle finger. I was like, I told you that shit was looking jumpy tonight.
Man, we good, though.
Yeah, man. So check this out. Maybe, like I said, 2-3 years ago, you and I talked. And at that time, I remember you were making a progression of moving from, I think it was New York, going down to Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Fill me in. What's been your progression since then, man?
Well, the pandemic had us all like, sit down for us.
Oh, I was going to be one of my questions later. How'd you fight through that, man?
Yeah, but what we did was we kept working and we used that time to really just plan and strategize. And, you know what I'm saying? Everything is kind of working out exactly how we, how we envisioned, and if not better in some cases, So, it just gave us time to plan. I got time to spend a lot of time with my family, and I got a 4-year-old son and a 13-year-old son and 2 daughters. I got to spend a lot of time with them, and just us transitioning to the new home. And, it's just been a beautiful thing, man. It's a positive, even with the negative, all the negative.
Absolutely.
Or I think everybody could say they just got to reconnect with family. And we spend so much time grinding and running around and trying to make money and stuff that sometimes we forget about what's really important,
I know. I'm pretty sure that's how it's set up, though.
Yeah.
They want you to fail. They want you to go out there and put it all on the line. Then by the time you come back, you fix one problem, then you got 10 more waiting for you. Oh, I'm losing audio from you, John. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
All right. Make sure you hold on to me. Hold on to me tight, man. Don't let me go, John Jigg.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, stop singing. But, bro, for real, though, are you relocated officially in Atlanta, or are you back in New York?
Nah, I'm in Atlanta right now.
Woo! I knew it. I was like, you're going to go to Atlanta, bro, and you're going to stay there. You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So you catching some steam out there, then?
Nah. Atlanta is cool, man. It's like a real laid-back vibe, a lot different from New York, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think it was a good decision, you know what I mean? I've been down here for a little bit. There's still a lot of places in the city I haven't been to. I'm not a person that like to be out and about all the time. So, you know what I mean?
That's hard to believe.
Nah, as far as if you see me out, it's business, it's a show, it's an interview, it's something like that with my career. Like I rarely go out and just party. You feel what I'm saying? And not
okay.
be doing music stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally get it. Go if you're going out for responsibility matters only.
Yeah.
Absolutely, those days are behind us.
Yeah. I mean, every now and then it's cool, but it's just not something I'm into, you know?
Well, I have to ask you, what has been your biggest accomplishment touching ground there in Atlanta?
Touching down here in Atlanta, just
Hmm.
being able to like get start to get shows booked. You know what I'm saying? I've had the pleasure of working with the legendary Shabam Sadiq since I've been down here. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah. We actually have like a full album together that we trying to get out this year too. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can look out for that in the future. You know what I'm saying? But that's definitely an accomplishment because he's somebody I always looked up to. You know, big fan of his music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
and then
absolutely.
and then also getting starting to get shows down here, things like that. We've already performed at some of the nicest clubs and stuff down here. And then on May 13th, I'll be at the Smith Soul Bar. I'll be opening up for R-Rated Rugged Man and Afro. So y'all look,
Oh man.
you know what I'm saying, the Heroes Never Die tour. um word.
Which I wanted to bring up because I see that you have a whole tour lined up
Yeah,
for this new drop you just did called The Madness.
yeah. So I also
Ex-
have my own tour going on too.
So
Yeah.
you got two meshing together?
Well, yeah, well, as far that's just the one show that I'm doing with them, you know what I'm saying? But it's
Okay.
like part of my tour, one of my stops too. You understand what I'm saying? Um,
Okay, I'm with it.
and there actually is a possibility of more shows with already Rugged Men and Afro, but right now it's just the Atlanta one that we have confirmed, and it's gonna be pretty crazy, man. I can't wait. And I'm also doing partner with Color TV. We're doing a virtual tour where I'm going to be broadcasting live exclusively to different cities and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And people will be able to purchase tickets, man, and watch it on any type of device you have or anything like that.
Wait, so your virtual performance is exclusive to just that city?
Yeah, exactly. So
So I couldn't buy a
anybody in a
ticket and
hundred.
watch what you do
So
in
no,
California?
you still can. What happens is, okay, so anybody that's like 100 miles outside of the city that I do, they pay double. But the thing is, right. But the thing is, right now, the first 20 people at each show is half off. So you're actually paying the same thing that a person that lives in the city would pay.
Oh man, so you telling me I can go right now
You go right
and get
now.
me a virtual ticket to all
Yeah.
10, 12 stops or whatever it is.
Yeah, go to Color TV, search John Jiggs, man. You can go in there and purchase your tickets for any of those dates. Word up.
You heard it
And you
first on
get half
Underground
off.
Nation.
First 20 people get half off, man. We feeling
Oh
generous
man.
today.
Babe, we gotta be from the first 20.
Yes, sir.
Okay. She said okay.
Oh.
She was like, whatever. Just buy me a ticket. Man, but I got to ask you a little more because you sent me an email like a month ago and you're like, Bounce, you got to check out this new hot shit. It's the madness. I got Rascats on here. I got Afro Man on here. Man, what inspired this album and what is the deeper meaning behind the madness?
Well, as far as what inspired the album, to be honest with you, like me and BP, we always had a good working relationship. We did a couple of singles over the years and worked together a few times, but never like anything full project. And he's worked with all the greatest from Tragedy Gaddafi to Razcat. We spoke about to RJ Payne, uh, various members of Wu, people like that, and been off doing my thing, grinding and building my name up in this industry. So when we finally got a chance to like really link back up, it was academic, and he was like, "Yo, I think it would be really dope if we just collabed on something." And I actually ended up. At first, we started off doing tracks like email and stuff back and forth, and it was cool, but the vibe just wasn't right. So,
Mm.
I took a flight up to New York. You know, we recorded the project in like about 2 days, and the next day we were shooting. The third day we were shooting videos. You know what I'm saying? And
Wow.
about 3.5 days, something like that.
Man, I gotta say that's one thing I always admired about you, John, as a motherfucking artist to an artist. Your work ethic is fucking out of this world, man.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I always attribute that attribute to my mother. My mother was a single mother and raised me.
Yeah, Mama Jigs.
I was pretty spoiled. I got like most not like there was some stuff that she just couldn't afford that was out of the question, but like for the most part, she really like made shit happen out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? I watched her work like 2, 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? like really try to go out there for me, and to the point where by the time I was a freshman in high school, she had moved me to like what we would call the suburbs of my area,
Yeah.
my hood. You know what I'm saying? And I always appreciated that. So like that's one thing she always taught me is like you anything you want, you just have to like totally you have to bust your ass for it. Like that's
Right. Like if this little lady could go out there and make something out of nothing, I sure fucking.
if I'm talent, like it's my duty to like do everything in my power to make sure that you know I get the light or I make good on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, I was always said that's probably one of the hardest things I had to come face to face with is learning how to become a father when I never really had a father. You know what I'm saying? Just coming up, and when I see other young men fucking doing the dang thing, just grinding, push the negatives out of their way, keeping the blinders up. Man, I gotta commend you greatly, man. Because I mean, artists always ask me like, "Yo, how can I start getting out of my state? Yo, how can I start getting involved in tours?" And I'm like, the key's networking,
Yeah.
networking.
And you just gotta stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? The way the game is so fast paced, man, you need to be right back you need to be right back at people in people's ears every 4 months, 3, 4 months. You need to be right back there because people are dropping at such a rapid rate. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta that's how you keep fan base consistent and you grow your fan base by just put out content. People will find it. If it's quality, people are gonna find it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep working. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I gotta say that's one thing that I know about you, John Jiggs, is like every little thing I would post up like in the Boogie Bang radio group or on my page, you're like, yo, what's this? Yo, who's involved with that? Yo, is this really coming down to Atlanta? How much? You know what I mean? I'm like, dang, you asking questions I don't even know, man.
Always inquiring, you know what I mean, about certain things or whatever. Always looking into stuff. I just, you know what I mean? I just like I love this hip hop thing, man. Like it's like, it's really important to me. So I just try to as much of it as I possibly can, put into it.
Well, where do you say that love of hip hop came from, or when did it start?
Um well, my older brother, man, he was a DJ when I was little. My older brother, he DJ'd a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I used to like just always be around him when he was playing like different hip hop and stuff like that, like Gangstar, Cool G Rap, uh, what's Cool G Rap, Public Enemy. He used to play a lot of Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, stuff like that. I really just I had a always had an affinity for it, and once I got a little bit older, I started like maybe 12, 11, 12. I started writing my own raps,
Mm.
and you know, it was like a thing where I would write my raps and go on the school bus in the morning and rap on the bus. You know, people liked it. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept doing it. You know what I mean? And coming up in my teenage years, I think the first time I hit the real studio was 16 years old, something like
There you
that.
go. Hell yeah.
I just kept grinding, man. I was part of a group, the 495 Boys, for a long time. Shout out to my brothers, man. You know what I mean? And once we got into like, once we got into like, like 10 years recently, I just started to venture out to do my solo thing. And it's just been, like I said, it's been an incredible ride, yo. Like I
Uh,
started the ground scene like in New England with my solo thing because my little cousin, he lives out there, and I used to go out there and record my first project, and then I started to like meet people out there and get out there. So I was just like taking the Chinese bus back and forth.
Hell yeah. Take like 16 hours, the longest bus the longest and most cheapest bus ride I could get.
It was like 4 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That shit was cheap. It was like 20, 30 bucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
We go back. I go back and forth, and I was recording my mixtape, and I started getting little shows, open mics, stuff like that out in New England. Then I came back to Long Island, where I'm from, and started applying it there, and it was really working. When I dropped my first mixtape, I won what was it, a mixtape of the year and best new artist at the Long Island Music Awards. So once that happened, I was like, so I must be like doing right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
that just gave me fuel to like keep going, and you know my fan base has grown. You know what I'm saying? They always support me, man. I'm super grateful.
Absolutely. So I gotta just out of my own curiosity, let's rewind back to a young 16-year-old John Jigg.
Yeah.
You're first going to the studio and stuff. Let's say, for example, you didn't go to the studio that day. What
Hmm.
would you be doing today if you weren't a musician?
Um. Well, like if you go back to like 16, that's what, like we was already like, you know, living like grown up lives. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, like all like out of my whole crew that I came up with, I was always the baby. I was always the youngest. So my whole crew, I'm 16, but I'm hanging with 18, 19-year-old dudes that's already out of school, that's going to clubs, all that. And I used to getting exposed to a lot of things early in my teenage, my teenage years.
Hmm.
um at that time when we was moving around in the street, I mean, always try to keep a little job to keep some steady money coming in, but like, what I'm saying, like, the story is pretty much like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You out there, you kind of finding yourself, finding your way, especially when you grow up. You grow up really not having stuff, having a lot, not grow up not being wealthy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, if you don't mind me asking, just kind of on a personal note, what would you say going through all that, 16 to 21 years old, trying to figure out who you are as a man?
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what would you say has been the most traumatic experience?
Man, I would probably say, I mean, to be honest with you, like I've been shot at before. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I had guns put to me before, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Big, brawls and things like that in clubs and bars and stuff like that. Regular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would say the most traumatic stuff was like I seen some pretty crazy things happen to one. I seen something pretty crazy happen to one of my friends before. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Definitely like growing up, I had like a little crew that I used to run with, like all through elementary and everything, and like all of them have. I'm like, it's like me and one other kid. We're the only ones left. Everybody else passed away or in prison or whatever. So every just like I thank my mom a lot for getting me out of the hood, like right when she did. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I was still playing in the street, I still had other options, other outlets. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
I always had options to be able to, I always knew I wanted to do music. So like I would do my thing in the streets, but I never got like too deep into it because I had so many examples of how it could end up. You know what I'm saying? I got, my cousin Dana that I actually started rapping with. He actually, locked up right now. We don't know when he's coming home. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I mean? So
I
I,
do. I get it. Much
I
prayers and blessings to your family. That is for sure, my man. But I have to say, with that being said, where does that lead to the ultimate message in your music? When I listen, I always hear a different story. You know what I'm saying? But what would you say is the overall message?
well, what I always prided myself on was versatility. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be that type of artist that could take you through literally through every single emotion with different songs. Like when you listen to a project, you're gonna get several different vibes. Where if you already feeling like you're angry or frustrated, that express that with with maybe a fear of the God or something like that. Or if if you feeling like you just want to vibe chill, you might want to listen to something like Good Friday, one of my older EPs. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
It's always going to be like some type of vibe, and that's what my favorite artists growing up, the Jay-Z's, the Nas, the the Noris, and all of those guys. You know what I mean, Big Pun and Big L and Biggie and Tupac, they, they were versatile, able to paint the many different pictures, and every one was just beautiful and just descriptive, and that's how I always wanted it with my music. You know what I'm saying? I always
Oh man, yeah. Which I have to ask you, just because we're similar in age. You know what I'm saying? I have to ask, just because I'm on the West Coast, you on the East Coast. How was it living back in like '94, '96, when on the Biggie versus Pac versus Biggie era?
I mean, New York was different at that time, There was a lot more. It was crime. 40 Deuce wasn't a place. For Times Square was not really a safe place. Brooklyn was not a safe place. Then the Bronx Bronx was not a safe place. All of a lot of places in Long Island, you know what I'm saying, was crazy at that time. I know the hood that I'm from, Riverhead on Long Island, is crazy. You know what I'm saying? New York, New York has come a long way. It's cleaned up a lot now. It's safe to take your kids down to, Times Square and all that stuff. And you can go to Brooklyn and have some mimosa brunches or something like shops and smoothie shops and all kinds of and dog grooming places and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so do you say that's just from the city evolving, or is it more on the gentrification side?
I mean, it's obviously gentrification, and it's happening in big cities, every across the country, man. Quite sure that
I know it.
I don't know about Denver. I've heard really.
Man, that's why I had to ask you because when I was growing up, it's the very same way. It's the very same way, and I said it before in other podcasts. Like I have homies to this day that are locked in prison for life that are passed away, all because they're fighting for a neighborhood that didn't really belong to us.
Yeah. Nah. That's that. Yo, that's facts. And now you look at it. They what they're doing is they coming back to the city downtown area of anywhere prime real estate. You know what I'm saying? Any city is prime real estate, and they doing is they try to push all of mine back out to the sticks, out to the country. You know what I'm saying? Because that land with Manhattan and the Chicago's and the Miami's and the Denver's and all these different places that those downtown areas are the most valuable.
Yeah.
You know.
And I can't complain too much. I'm actually looking into getting some land down in the countryside, just because think about it, when like they all do the coronavirus vaccine and they all turn to zombies and the zombie apocalypse begins, it's all gonna happen in the main cities. We already got a head start.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Like I live in the outskirts, and I'm not into the fast-paced city thing. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on Eastern Long Island. It's more rural, so I'm like a little bit more of a country boy. I'm from New York, but I'm still like the way where I'm from, the part of Long Island that I'm from. We still know how to rough it too. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Hell yeah.
So, but yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like a lot of people can't afford to live in the cities no more.
Yeah, I totally get that. Which at this time, we're about halfway into our interview, John Jiggs. I want to play this music video, and I want to keep you and I here live on the screen, and just kind of walk us through on the development of this music video. All right, let's get it. It's like that. Is this in your living room?
No expiration date on my G-Pass. Remember in the past we fast. Now
where was this filmed at?
You ask me, it should be illegal to be trash. Bums in the way, that's the reason we put the G-Pass. Bunch of T-bags and need a knee pad. Me, I'm in a prefab kitchen eating some G-bags.
I wish.
My passport for my last talk. All that fast talk, you never see fast talk. You can
your audio's cutting in and out, my guy.
Thing you see is a killer taking the mask.
That was at the spot. That was one of them spots. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You heard me?
I got you. What movie was this from? Like Dolomite?
Yeah, there's a few different. There's Dolomite in here. There's Coffee. There's a couple different genres.
Now the people chilling in the back, just like they have no emotion, they're just going through a regular day. That was done on purpose, right?
Yeah, because you know what I mean. That's how we,
like we do. He's always rapping at the table like that.
I just play the game, lead a commentary to the analyst. I used to scramble hand to hand with panhandlers.
I had a lot of fun making this video too. Shout out to Tom Diddy in the video there with me. Shout out to Duma Henry too. He's the one that directed this one.
He did a good job. I really like this. Is that a Ninja Turtle behind you painted on the wall?
Yeah. Shout out to that. That mural is on Long Island. Oh, actually, Green Lawn.
And it's like that. And it's like that. You know it's like that.
Ah!
Yeah, it's like that.
I would hate getting run over by some detectives like that, man. I was like, man, we're getting undercover for real.
Yeah, dope.
So that was a dope ass car you had in there. What would you say your dream car would be?
Um, I'm an Audi guy, man. I like Audis.
Are you? I
I
can't
like
even fit inside the Audi. I'm like, what the fuck?
Nah, you got to get that big boy, that A8.
There
You know,
you go. So all my friends with Audis, they got the little shits that let me drive when you're drunk. You got the little shits. Get the big shits.
Yeah, nah, I got to get the big shit. You know what I'm saying? But what you call it? I like those. I also like Camaros. I like Camaros. I think I'm gonna get me a Camaro one day, a drop top Camaro.
Drop top Camaro.
Find like some type of special IROC edition type joint or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, IROC. I put some Dayton's on it.
Oh, hell yeah. Then you're going to put that bitch on a trailer and bring it out to Colorado, get involved in some of these car shows, my guy.
Real nasty, real nasty.
Oof. Oof, man. I've seen so many of my friends and cousins make hundreds and thousands of dollars at car shows just because they pimped out a fucking car, never drove in, just parked it. Like, damn.
You know, if I had the paper, I take one of them Camaros. It wouldn't even have to be new too. Maybe like a 2016, 2015, and it'd be candy apple red, right? I white out white leather, red piping seats.
Mm-hmm.
Ill ass fold out screens and decks and all that crazy shit. Then I put like some triple gold Dayton's on that shit. And some poke, some wheels poke out.
Dang, like you thought about this.
Would be fly.
Yes, it would be. Like, damn, I know that guy.
Yeah, and I like cars like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I had to ask because around July, or is it August? July or August, we're planning this huge event
Okay.
at the Speedway down here with either the racing and the what they call those shits, whatever, the drag races.
Yeah.
They're planning a whole event. They're gonna have live hip hop going on. They have a rock and roll side going on, food, freaking bouncy castles. Maybe we get John Jiggs on that stage. Who knows?
Let's go. You know I'm with it. Let's make it happen.
Man, I really want to get some go-karts. Like, if we're doing this, we're gonna get some go-karts. We can at least race around this track, man.
But you know what's crazy? You mentioned go-karts. I just got back from New York. I went to go spend some time with my oldest son.
Right.
My son PJ. He'll be 13 in June.
Woo! Happy birthday, PJ.
Yeah, word up. And I took him to this place called RPM. And he got to do the go-karts, man. It looked like fun. Actually, I didn't do it myself. I actually regret not doing it.
You're sitting back like, damn, I should have did it.
Yeah. I'm gonna not be cheap and pay for myself too.
Man, or even get some golf carts and race some golf carts. Yeah. That'd be dope too.
Yeah. Nah, when I was a kid, I used to love go-karts. Like, my mom used to take me there like every once in a while. I remember all those times.
Yeah, well, it was a lot cheaper back then too.
Oh yeah, man. You don't even want to know what I paid for this ride. I was like, dang, is this a real car?
Like, hold on, $60? Do you go around one time?
Yeah, is this a real car? Like, what is
Man, I remember last time I was in there and I accidentally crashed into one of the other drivers and it had this big old spark. I was shitting bricks.
Yeah, you thought they was gonna toss you up out of there.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna explode.
Yeah,
that poor kapow.
Crazy.
But yo, I gotta ask you, who's next on your hit list? Because you, like you said earlier, worked with so many amazing artists. But who's right now on your hit list that you want to get a collaboration with?
All right, so I'm gonna throw some names out there. Corrupt.
Corrupt.
I always wanted to do a joint with Corrupt.
Man, I remember working when Rascast did that shit with Corrupt and Killer Priest. What was that shit called? Back man, that shit was hard. The HRS,
So, the Four Horsemen.
Four Horsemen. There
Yeah,
you go. That shit was awesome.
yeah. All right. So him, Rock Marciano. Um, let's see. Planet Asia. Cool G Rap. Yeah, G Rap definitely. 38 Special. We have a song together, but it was like where we just both got put on the same song. I mean, I would like to like actually go in the studio and do a joint with him. You know,
Hey, that's
um,
what's up.
I'm trying to think. There's a few more too. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, like a lot of any of the members of Wu Tang, like I would do. I would love to do a joint with Capadonna and Capadonna, You God, any of them. You know what I mean? Ghostface, Deck, whoever. You know.
Yeah, man. Man, I bet it was an amazing experience to be so close during the Wu Tang era. Like when it
Yeah,
was first starting and jumping. Woo!
yeah.
You were just a baby then, basically.
Yeah, no, I was like about 9, 10 years old. I remember Hot 97 was first start for seven first starting to play them playing Protect Your Neck. And then we used to have on Long Island, we used to always have a WUSB. It's a Stony Brook University College radio. So like that college radio stop on Long Island is WUSB along with a couple others. But they used to always have safe harbor hours, like after 12 o'clock, and they would let the purses fly and everything. And I would stay and listen late at night, you know what I'm saying? And put, like make tapes, put tape over the tapes and tape. Like Mike Geronimo, like that,
Yeah.
So,
I remember I used to go buy the tape decks and get the singles with the instrumental on the other side, on side B, put it on one jukebox, play it, and record with the other jukebox, be like this.
Yeah. We used to do the same thing. Fisher Price, those little Fisher Price.
Oh yeah, the Fisher Price. I used to jack that shit from my little baby sister all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't using this right.
Yeah.
Man, they got some dope shit nowadays. Like
These little
man,
kids can record a real song now.
For real, like right there on their phone, man, and sound highly professional as fuck. I'm like, hold on, you just did this?
Or my son, he's into making. He makes beats on the phone. Like he'll take GarageBand and make track. He can actually make some decent tracks.
Man, could you imagine if we had GarageBand at 9 years old? Holy fuck!
Crazy, I know, right?
I'd be a millionaire.
I know, right? These kids got everything at their disposal.
Yeah, the funny thing is, man, they don't really realize it.
They don't realize it. Like
they don't really see it. I'm like, man, if I could just take you back in the day.
The level of information, the amount of information that's available to them with just having a phone, having the internet is like, it's mind-boggling. Just to think about if we had access to all this different crap.
What's mind-boggling is that our parents are saying the same shit when we were young. You know what I'm saying?
I remember being in like 7th, 8th grade, and have like computer class, and you know what I'm saying? Internet first coming out, like Yahoo and AOL, and when it was still broadband.
Right, it's like before 2 phones, I had 2 pagers. Know about that life.
Real, yes.
One was for my mama. One was for the drama. For real though, I ain't playing on that.
Nah, I hear you, bro.
But let me ask you this, because I know you've been working so hard on your craft. Mm-hmm. What is the one thing you're working on the most to perfect yourself as an artist?
Let me think. This I always just, to be honest with you, I'm always like pushing the envelope as far as like the lyricism and like I just try to be the best artist be, man. Just try to say something clever in another way, in a whole nother way that nobody else ever said it, or bring new ideas to the table and new conversations to the table. You know what I'm saying? My music. You know what I mean? And that's something I always strive for. You know what I mean? Always, I make songs for specific people as far as like my fan base. And, I always make sure I pay very close attention to what my fans want, as opposed to always what I want. I feel like making. You know what I'm saying? I
I get that.
I think that there's a balance is what's needed. To sustain a career. I think that you have to be cognizant of what they want, they expect to hear from you, or want to hear from you. You know what
Sure.
I'm saying?
Which will go right back to being versatile, as you said earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
That's dope, man. So you're almost like a chameleon in the rap game.
Now I would say that because no matter what it is, it's all me. You know what I'm saying? But that was actually like some of the science behind Jigonometry, the album that I put out back in June. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like that Jigonometry was like really that album was really designed to give people every single level or aspect, or every single every single angle of me. Most people are complicated. We're not one way all the time. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Got a lot of different things that make us up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the purpose of that album was.
Absolutely. Yeah, Underground Nation magazine. Search John Jiggs to
Yes,
go see Jigonometry and all the freshness. That's out on all platforms.
yes, sir.
Whoa, you don't want to see what just happened there.
Well,
All right, so let's see. Man, so I got to talk to you about this tour because I was questioning before the show. I'm going to throw up the flyer here. Bam.
yes, sir.
So I was saying, like, yo, I see Fort Worth, Atlanta, LA. I don't see Denver yet, but to the right, you have to school me a little bit on the virtual performance.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so if you see Fort Worth and Atlanta, those are actual live shows, and then I'm gonna be doing a live interview out in Salinas, California. And then after that, we start the virtual leg of the tour, where basically I'll be like on the 29th. You see, I'm at in New York. I'll be that's where I'm kicking off the tour. I'll be streaming live exclusively to that city, and then the first 20 people that purchase tickets, they will get half off. If you live outside of if you live outside of New York City, you will end up paying double. But if you become one of those first 20 people, you end up paying the same price.
Man, that is fucking creative as fuck. So we
Yeah.
go to colortv.me for tickets.
Yes, sir.
Search John Jiggs with the money sign, y'all.
Yes, sir. And I mean, you pull up the Madness tour and just select the date that you would like to, city most close to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're going. That's how we're going to
Yo,
do it.
so this is dope as fuck. So even if, say, for example, the Speedway, if I couldn't get to here physically, I can set you up to do it virtually.
Yes, you could.
Fuck, that's tight.
Yes, sir.
Bro, that's dope, man. That's real
Absolutely.
dope. So, wow. I'm a bit mind blown. So, all right. So we go to colortv.me. We get our tickets. Let's be the first 20, y'all. I got to do some kind of contest, man. I don't know what.
Yo,
I don't know what.
and I want to give a shout out to Shabam Sadiq, DJ Gabby, my boy, you know what I'm saying, my boy Non Nitty, the whole Monopoly family. Shout out to Color TV. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a big event. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to come out and support, man. We are working real hard. I'm actually in the middle of rehearsal right now, man. We working hard to, you know what I'm saying, put a really, really dope show together for y'all, man. And Fort Worth, Texas, we will see you this weekend at the Rail Club. Let's go.
Fort Worth, Texas.
Yes, sir.
Live performance. All right. Well, shit, man. I'm fucking stoked. I can't wait to jump on. I go get my virtual tickets and jump on this shit.
Let's go, man.
Hell yeah. That's dope. Yo, school me real quick. What is Color TV?
So Color TV is a new app that's come out, and the technology really is pretty cool. They basically, when as a user, you sign up, and it's based on your geographical area, so it will always let you know like what type of virtual concerts are available in the area. You can find your favorite artists on there. Like I said, you can search John Jiggs on there. You'll see, what I'm saying, you'll see the whole schedule for the tour.
That's tight, man. Hell yeah. Good for you, man. See, I told you, this dude's creative as fuck.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Well, John Jiggs, I'm going to ask you, man. We're approaching the end of our interview here, and this is the time where I kind of just blow you up on the screen. But here's the scenario. Today's our last day on the planet. This is your last interview, period. So for everyone that sees this, what is the one message you would give your fans?
Oh, so the first thing that I want to tell y'all is make sure that no matter what you do, you always follow your dreams, man. Like it's okay. Of course, we all got responsibilities and we all have to take care of, responsibilities and things have to get taken care of. But don't never lose sight of what you really dream about doing, and just put your all into it as much as you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? And just ignore the naysayers, because you can't expect them to understand what how you feel about this certain dream that you have. You know what I'm saying? You just have to prove people wrong. You have to block them out sometimes. Sometimes some people don't a lot of people are not strong enough to follow their own dreams, so they can't understand another person who, you know what I'm saying, they'll try to project that fear on you. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, just keep grinding, keep working, man. Whatever it is that you do, man, you know what I mean, just be your best, be great.
Yeah, don't let that big bad wolf scare you. You're ready to dive out of that 9 to 5. You fucking dive, kid. You go for it.
Exactly.
Real. John Jiggs, it's been a pleasure, bro. Much love to you, man. I'm definitely gonna cop one of these virtual tickets, but I gotta set something up, whether it be live
Bro,
or virtual in Denver. It's going
go,
down.
man. Let's go, bro. Like, yo, let's get on the horn and figure it out. Word up.
Let's get on the horn. Let's fucking do it, John Jiggs.
Let's go.
Yo, so you gotta do me one last favor after I let you go.
Yep, yep.
You gotta go share this live feed off Underground Nation magazine 23 times in 23 different places.
I got you.
My man. Everyone, John Jiggs, go look him up right now. Streaming on all platforms, coming to your city live or virtually throughout 2021.
Let's go.
What makes you think I won't walk out of this door right now and leave your ass? You got a lot of motherfucking nerve. You know that? You know that?
And I can't take this shit no more. I'm looking at the front door. We didn't fight like this before. I'm looking at the front door. We first met, it was oh so right. Now all we do is fuss and fight. Oh, why you gotta be like that, girl? This shit no more. I'm looking at the front door. Hey yo, I try to understand you. I wish I had a manual. Fell back cause right now I can't even stand you. I was on the road trying to buy Chanel sandals. You up on IG causing all type of scandal. Still you got my heart too much for me to ban you. But sometimes a nigga feel like it's too much for me to handle. Trips is annual, the whips was brand new. You still talking about this old bitch that I ran through. That was years ago, you act like it's brand new. And I ain't no damn fool, I know you be playing too. You remember all the crap that your man do, but always forgetting to put the cap on the shampoo. I should've listened to my main man Randall. Said you was a bird back when I was trying to land you. Since I'm your man, let me help you with your manners. You blaming me for the problems, let me help you with the answers. I'm saying, and I can't take this shit no more. I'm looking at the front door. We didn't fight like this before. I'm looking at the front door. We first met, it was oh so right. Now all we do is fuss and fight. Oh, yeah, I can't take this shit no more. I'm looking at the front door.
Oh, you can't stand me? Well, I can't stand you either. I know you, nigga, and you know I'm a keeper. So keep that stupid ass shit to a minimum. I seen you liking other women and you be DMing them. Huh? Oh, that's your friend or something? Talking about her, nigga, you heard me talking. Like, I ain't got to play this game with you, baby. I love you and all that, but all that gon' have to fall back. Yeah, you bought the Benz, but you gotta pay for the consequence. Talking shit, don't assert your dominance. I've been calm, but with your common sense. I'll leave the keys and call a let. And since you mentioned it, fuck that nigga Randall. He was in my DM trying to get himself a sample. I got the messages saved if you need circumstantial. Now who you gon' cancel? Choose right or choose wrong, it don't matter, cause in a matter of minutes, I'll be too gone.
I can't take this shit no more. I'm looking at the front door. We didn't fight like this before. I'm looking at the front door. We first met, it was oh so right. Now all we do is fuss and fight. Oh, yeah, I can't take this shit no more. I'm looking at the front door.
Oh, okay. So you must think you're the only nigga on earth with a dick, huh? With some money.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Here we go. John Jiggs, everybody. Give it up to this motherfucker. Go follow him right now on all major platforms. That's John, J-I-G-G, money sign. Go get your tickets. Hey, what's up? Okay, stop. All right, go get your tickets right now. ColorTV.me. That's right. Go get your tickets right now. Be one of the first 20 from Underground Nation Podcast. Make sure you're in there. Make sure you're in there. If you're in Denver, May 16th, I'll be hosting and performing with the Bagsters Hip Hop Showcase at Herman's Hideaway. That's right. It's going down. It's going down 21 and over. Milk the Game, Splash Bros up in here. We got Bounce Ball Boogie, Fast Life Entertainment, Amuletto. We're going to have BC Music. Face masks, of course, are required, but you could get in for only $12. With that $12 is going to go into this amazing showcase as we are slowly progressing to get hip-hop shows back active in the 303. Following that, we'll be live on May 23rd. Boom, boom, boom. The first annual Mardi Gras Crawfish Boil in May. We're taking over the city of Tacoma, Colorado, that is. Which we're going to have cooks coming from Louisiana to give you an all-you-can-eat crawfish boil with a 17-hour smoked gator. That's right. We have tickets for pre-sale up to May 12th. That's only a week and a few days, people. You get $20 a plate. $20, all-you-can-eat crawfish boil. And you can also get $20 a plate for like the smoked gator and stuff. I don't know how. I don't know. All I do know, if you get $20 today, you're already set to get all you can eat crawfish boil and get up in there. Get up in there. Hit me up for tickets for both of these events. I'm on deck, for I am involved heavily in performing and hosting. So let's get to it. Get this off my face. Thank you. I'm your host with the ghost, Bounce Ball Boogie. Make sure you go to underground-nation.com and check out the amazing website to see what's going on with the Underground Nation magazine. And if you're an artist or know an artist, get involved and send your music, YouTube links, and EPK to ugnpodcast@gmail.com. If you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner and would like to get involved with a sponsor, submit your information to ugnpodcast@gmail.com. Your host for the ghost, Bounce Ball Boogie. I'll be back next Tuesday. With who? It's a surprise. It's a surprise. Just get with it. Come on.